Are we live? I think we're live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to UK Alternative News and Sports. Are we live? Right, let's mute that because that's a distraction. Right, does anybody else suffer from hay fever? Because if you are, and you do, know that I'm with you. My eyes are just nightmare. Took the dog over to the Common, a place called the Common, and it's just gone. It's just messed with my head. It's messed with my eyes, really. Not my head, my eyes. And yeah, it's just the itch is just insane. But she has to be walked, right? Dogs have to be walked. So let's go. Let's discuss John Jones. Let's go to ESPN, and we're going to go to and type in John Jones. I might have to end this stream and then restart it back after because I've got to sort my eyes out. It's just I am struggling big time. Big time. Pig time. Big time. Pig time. Go to John Jones. Apparently he has got some litigation issues which sort of explains the reason why he's sort of quit. John Jones will be known for two things: being great and not fighting Tom Aspinall. Nobody should be surprised by how John Jones' retirement played out. John Jones, 37, retires. UFC names Tom Aspinall as champion. You see, I think Cyril Gane will beat Tom Aspinall, and I think he'll handedly beat him. To be honest with you, John Jones saga with the Tom Aspinall ends in retirement. So on here, it hasn't shown. So if I go to type it in here, if I go to John Jones here, it will show the litigation issues he's got. It's been apparently he's got a new job, which is a game changer. In quote. What is that job? I actually think he will come back to the UFC. That's just my hunch. There we go. John Jones hit with shocking, what is that? Criminal charge just hours after announcing his retirement. See how these things play out. So let's have a little read. Think about these sites like the Mail Online, Daily Mail, is that they're so buggy, it's unbelievable. I am actually trying to scroll the page and it just will not let you, so let's do it manually. Trying to use the scroll thing on my keyboard, and will it work? Will it heck? I mean, look. Let's use the D-pad. There we go. So, shocking criminal charge of hours after announcing his retirement. Is that a coincidence? Who knows? John Jones, a legendary MMA fighter, is facing legal issues just one day after stunning the sport by confirming his retirement from the UFC. During an explosive press conference in Baku, Azerbaijan, UFC chief Dana White announced that Jones, arguably the greatest MMA fighter of all time, has retired from the sport. Jones later confirmed the news himself in a statement. Less than 24 hours later, it has emerged that the 37-year-old is facing a misdemeanor charge of fleeing the scene of an accident. So that will be traffic accident or road accident on February the 21st when they discovered a woman in a passenger seat of one of the vehicles, according to a police report obtained by the dailymail.com. So, okay, this is getting very... So I've not read this article yet. It's getting very interesting. The woman was reportedly exhibiting signs of significant intoxication and lacking clothing from the waist down. Oh no. She claimed that Jones had been the driver of the car but had fled the scene on foot. The woman then reportedly called Jones. A police service aide is said to have spoken to the man on the other end of the line, who she believed to be Jones. The man appeared to be heavily intoxicated and made statements implying his capacity to employ lethal force through third parties to the PSA. Wow. Okay. Okay. In response to the perceived threat, the PSA is said to have called for backup. A police officer then spoke to the man on the phone and said similar allusions to violence were made. The man reportedly never answered direct questions about whether he was Jones. Jones was later interviewed in person, which he allegedly claimed that the woman had left his home intoxicated earlier in the day. He said that she had called him after getting into a car crash, and he claimed the person she handed the phone to immediately opened the conversations with unprofessional language, which led to him to doubt the legitimacy of the individual's claims. Wow, this is getting interesting. Okay. I mean, he could find himself divorced. Meanwhile, the woman told police that she had arrived at Jones's house at around 11:30 p.m. on February the 20th. She admitted that she drank alcohol and consumed mushrooms at the property despite reservations. Oh. She alleged Jones had previously forced her to drive home whilst intoxicated after visiting home, but claimed that he assured he would not do so on this occasion. The charge was filed Tuesday, just days before the UFC icon announced his retirement. She said she recalled needing to change her clothes after a restroom incident and remove her pants with the intention of having Jones drive her home to collect a change of attire. However, her memory was hazy and she claimed that her next recollection was being at the scene of a traffic accident and that the last person she remembered driving the car was Jones. Jones, I mean, she says that now she's intoxicated. Was Jones at the scene? It's all hearsay at the moment because, well, I suppose when they go through camera evidences and all this kind of thing, they can find out. However, her memory was hazy as she claimed that her next recollection was being at the traffic scene of a traffic accident and that the last person she remembered driving the car was Jones. Jones is said to have called the woman's phone a total of 13 times from around the time of the accident to the following morning. It isn't clear why the charge was filed 4 months after February incident. That's an interesting one. 4 months after the February incident, there is also no indication that the charge is related to Jones's decision to retire this week. I bet it is. The UFC CEO revealed that Jones called on Friday night to inform him and a UFC official that he would not be fighting again. Jones was the promotion's undisputed heavyweight champion, but his new title has now been passed to Tom Aspinall. Jones then posted a lengthy statement on social media which read, "Today, I'm officially announcing my retirement from the UFC. The decision comes after a lot of reflection, and I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude for the journey I've experienced over the years. From the first time I stepped into the octagon, my goal was to push the boundaries of what was possible in the sport, becoming the youngest UFC champion in history, defending my title against some of the best fighters in the world, and sharing unforgettable moments with fans across the globe. These are memories I'll cherish forever. I've faced incredible highs and some tough lows, but every challenge has taught me something valuable and made me stronger, both as a fighter and as a person. I want to thank the UFC, Dana, Hunter, Lorenzo, God, my family, coaches, teammates, and all the fans who have stood by me through every chapter. Your unwavering support and belief in me have been my foundation. To my fellow fighters, thank you for bringing out the best in me and the respect we've shared inside and outside the cage. As I close this chapter of my life, I look forward to the new opportunities and challenges ahead. MMA will always be a part of who I am. I'm excited to see how I can continue to contribute to the sport and inspire others in many ways, in new ways. Thank you for all being a part of this incredible journey with me. The best is yet to come." Jones admitted earlier that he had no interest in fighting as he continued to stall on about with Aspinall. Jones, who ends his career with a 28-1 career record, won the vacant heavyweight title in March 2023, but the 37-year-old has not fought since defending it in November against Stipe Miocic. Aspinall has held the interim title for 18 months, but a unification fight between the two is yet to materialise. The delay led to a number of fighters to call Jones to be stripped of the title. There we go. So interesting that that lawsuit is filed 4 months later and a day after he's retired. Crazy, isn't it? Jon Jones, ironically, hasn't wasted any time in landing a new job just days after retiring. Let's have a look at this. So he lands a new job. No doubt there's going to be an ad first.
What's up, everybody? This is the UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Jon Bones Jones, the GOAT of MMA. I have a big announcement to make to you all.
Former UFC heavyweight champion.
I've made my decision, and I'll be taking my talents to the amazing company Ketone IQ, where our mission is to deliver ketones to the 8 billion people around the planet so that they can become mentally supercharged and hopefully achieve their biggest dreams. Ketone IQ. Let's go. Let's do this. Welcome. Thanks, Jeffrey. Welcome aboard, Mike.
There it is. So obviously Jones is infested.
His arm on.
And looks like it's a corner. This is Dana White.
You saw what happened.
So this is Dana White announcing Jones.
Last time. Arman is the backup. He's the backup for that fight. So he will come to Las Vegas and he's got to make weight and he'll be the backup. And then we'll see how that fight plays out and then we'll go from there.
Thank you.
Okay, interestingly, he said that Arman Tsoukaran is the backup against for the fight against Ilia Topuria and Charles Oliveira. Okay, right. Interesting. Dana White makes stance crystal clear, and Francis Ngannou, obviously, he's fell out with Francis. That's the reason why Francis left the UFC. Francis will not be back in the UFC as long as Dana White is fronting a company. And obviously, Francis Ngannou is around about 37-38, which for heavyweight is actually not bad. It's not bad. It's a good age. It's a good age for a heavyweight. Not sure how old Cyril Gane is, but I mean, I like Cyril Gane. I mean, Aspinall's alright, but I actually think Gane beats Aspinall, personally. But we'll see how that pans out. If it pans out. Surely Gane last fought for the belt against Jones, which he got submitted. I think he was just overwhelmed by the occasion. Cyril Gane didn't put up his best fight, and Jones got a hold of him, submitted him straight away. But I think he'll fare better against the likes of Aspinall. So we'll see. Let's see how that pans out. Ladies and gentlemen, right, I've got to sort my eye out because it's getting worse and worse. As the day goes on, my eye is getting worse and worse. Hay fever. It's just been a bad year for hay fever. Really bad year. It's been terrible, actually. As you can see, I've got a few things open. Can I get X open? X.com. It might tell me to sign in, which obviously I won't be able to do. Am I even live? That's the question. Oops. Thought has already signed in.
I think the story starts with the Pavlovich fight, but we could debate this all day long. Even like the Pavlovich fight, it was like John had just fought Cyril in March.
Ariel Helwani talks a lot of bollocks, to be honest with you. Can't listen to too much of this guy. It just talks a lot of shit, Ariel Helwani. Right, folks, my eye is bugging me, and I'm going to have to go and sort it out. So I'll be ending this stream rather abruptly. See you later, folks.